Studios for a very special episode. Where it is we're going to be touching on the impact of my old lady, Melissa. She horned me, and when she horned me, she decided to just cause a rampage all the way through the Caribbean in one way or another.
Basically, we need to blame
No,
you.
but
We have to blame
so
you.
everybody want to blame me.
Sorry, Jamaica. It was Super Tuning
The-
5's fault.
You know. However, you know you need to find a humor in it, you know,
course.
to because we know we're going to get serious with it. Here with my wonderful co-host Annie
Yep.
and the lovely Nay.
Hi.
You know, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us.
Thank you for
Where
having
it
me.
is-
She's busy.
Yeah, where
Thank
we're
you
going to
for
be
having me.
discussing the impact of Hurricane Melissa on Jamaica predominantly, as well as reflecting on those who are no longer here with us in Haiti and Dominican Republic. You know, and then we get straight into it. For you as a Jamaican, and knowing that you have family who were directly impacted by Hurricane Melissa, what was that for you, like, you know, not being able to support them? You know, I'm probably sure you wanted to have a cape and fly, you know, just start swooping out people.
You're just
Wonder
watching
Woman
her.
over there.
You're just watching her. You know, you're tracking. You try call. I called down as much before she hit. So even as the rain, the storm side had started, we were talking, and we're just like, make sure you're stuck up, make sure you have this, make sure you have that, and don't go outside, don't go by the window. And you're trying to control the uncontrollable because
That's
we knew,
literally it.
and that's it. You just
Yeah.
have to ride it out.
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to what they would have experienced on the ground, but we were nervous. And even after she passed, I think people underestimated the problem with Melissa is that she was very slow.
Yeah.
Her winds were fast, but she was a very slow moving, and that's what tore us up. So you're just kind of watching and holding your breath. I found through the day, I kind of was like, at certain points, and you're waiting. It's the aftermath.
Yeah.
Hurricane bad, but the aftermath, when you're now waiting for who's going to call, your WhatsApp in is one tick, one tick, one tick.
Yeah.
Voicemail,
Yeah.
and the line just not connect. That is where it's unimaginable. I can't
Yeah.
explain it to you. I hope to never experience that again in my lifetime.
It's
Honestly.
stress. So,
Honestly.
Like, obviously, my family wasn't over there, but one of my closest friends, don't know why, Tiff, shouting at you, went on holiday to Jamaica, and I was like, only she would go to Jamaica during a hurricane.
Do you
Like,
know what?
Literally.
It's so weird because I was obviously, like I said, talking to family and just mentally preparing. My mum's here, her mum's there, my other grandparents are there, most of my family's there. And we're in St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth was hit hard, just like our sisters and brothers in Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, Manchester, even get it. My grandmother lived in Mandeville. So you're just waiting. I didn't speak to my grandma until I think 4 days after
Yeah,
Melissa.
there was no
5,
signal.
no lines.
No.
So I'm just sitting here like,
Worried.
what do I do?
Yeah.
You're just fidgety. You don't know what to do with yourself. And, you know, thank God my family, no one's hurt, no one's passed away. But I know there's many, many that can't say the same. So in that sense, I'm very blessed. Have a bit of damage on the house. A couple of the houses, tiles, roofing needs to be repaired. But we can repair roof. But
Yeah.
people, you know,
Can't-
you can't
can't
repair the
get back
people.
You
life.
can't get back there.
Can't give
So-
back life just like
I'm
that.
very
no?
blessed in that sense, and yeah, it's hard. And I'm hearing the stories now where I've started what I'm doing, and you're talking to people on the ground, the connections. One thing about the Caribbean, once you talk to one person, you get through to everybody, and you're hearing everything.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've found. I've lived in a very weird space because community's been really good with me, so I feel very poured into. But at the same time, I'm so heartbroken. I'm seeing the heartbreak and feeling it. So it's
of
like
course.
a very, very
Of
odd
course.
space. Yeah.
Of course. You briefly touched on it, but let's go into it in a bit more detail. You said while you've been doing what you've been doing. What have you been doing?
So I think I want to say the day after the hurricane, I think the Wednesday, I was like, Mom, they're going to need things. So first of all, I was talking about family. I said, oh, they're going to need stuff. What are they going to need? I've never shipped anything to Jamaica personally myself. I've watched the OG aunties pack barrel, but as people, you sit down and you mind your business.
To be fair, I've never
So-
done that either. I've helped pack.
I've helped, but I don't know the
I
logistics.
don't know how to do
right.
it. Yeah.
So I was kind of like, Mom, how will this work? And she's like, okay, we can do that. And I said to her, I want to just put out something, just to say something in North London, because I live in Essex. North London's still home to me. So I was like, I want to do something, send it out. Maybe if we can get between 6 and 10 barrels, I'll be really happy with that. At that point, I had no idea how I was going to fund it, the logistics of how it worked. But I said, just go with it. God got you. God turned it over 10 times over.
Literally.
The donations picked up like that. The first one we did, which was less than 24 hours. The Friday Selby Center said, you can take it tomorrow. I put out on TikTok at 10 o'clock at night
Right.
for the next day. And when we did that, my mom, about half my mom's living room filled out. And I was like, okay, that was 2.5 cars worth of things. And then from there, I did a few more dates, and it just skyrocketed. The Sunday we rested. The Monday I had one in Craigs Park, family and youth hub. And my God, I was on the way down. There was an accident on the M11. And my friend who was on the ground helping, China called me and said, do you have a van, man? And I said, what do you mean? And she flipped her FaceTime camera. The
saw all of the
whole
stuff.
room was full. And I was just like,
It's beautiful.
it's
I love it.
overwhelming, but in a good and
Yeah,
amazing
it's
feeling. The
community.
community shows up so much. This past week, they've showed up bad to the point. By the Tuesday, that was Monday, Tuesday, I had to go and take out 150 square foot storage units
Yep.
to have these things because my mom's house was full. My bedroom, our living room, the kitchen, it was ridiculous. And I feel like, I say this from a religious point of view, it's been a constant testimony of God. Because I never knew how he's made it happen.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
I reached the end of the Thursday last week and I said,
Oh,
bro,
give
we
me
need to
goosebumps.
get a container. I don't know nothing about container. They're big. I don't know. I went sleep on the Thursday saying, why? When I did the checkout, it's going to be like $7,000. I don't have a spare $7,000. Are we going to raise $7,000? At that point, the GoFundMe was at like 1.6, 1.8. So I had the GoFundMe. I had an Amazon link. So the Amazon link was set to my mom's address, so it comes straight to us. And the third was the donation. So those were the three things that week running. And Friday morning, I woke up and I just spammed a lot of artists and DM anybody with blue tick in England a message. And I went to work. I was at work for about an hour and I said, I have a migraine, I'm going to work from home. I went home, I lied down and had a nap. I woke up and one singular donor got my message and said, I'll pay for the shipping.
Oh, really? That's what you meant by your post?
Send the
Oh,
invoice.
I love that.
I don't want
That's
to do the
what you meant by
GoFundMe,
your
I just want to
yeah.
give it to you directly.
Yeah.
That's
Remember
what
you said
paid for
in
the
a message you
container.
didn't want to put, they didn't want their name
They
out there
didn't.
because
I-
it wasn't for
It wasn't for
crowds.
public.
Yeah.
They said
It
to
was-
me,
yeah.
I don't want it, because I asked them and they said, no, I don't want it to be public. This is just for you to get it done. Because
Oh, I
see
love
what you're
that.
doing. You
So I will reserve my comments for until we are able to let everybody know how much work has gone into creating a space where people can donate, support those affected in your parish in St. Elizabeth, right?
100%. I think a lot of people, St. Elizabeth has a lot of eyes on it at the moment. And we're not the only parish affected.
No.
Like I said, it's the whole western border and coast, and some inland, excuse me. And I hear a lot of comments. I think it's not a matter of who's more important. I think reality is the government's trying to prioritize an extremely difficult task. We've never experienced it to this scale.
Yeah.
So no matter how much I use the word hurricane preparation, this scale of hurricane is not our usual.
you
We
can't,
don't.
yeah.
You can't prepare for
You
this.
can't fully
I'm
prepare,
not going to
yeah.
sit here and bash the government. Yes, I think there's things that could have been done quicker and faster, but I also understand they have a ridiculous job to do that I don't want to do. If I'm honest, better them than me.
Yeah.
But what I will say is St. Elizabeth the White's prioritize. St. produces the most, we're called the food basket parish. We feed the whole island. Majority of our country's produce comes from Sainty. If Sainty doesn't get back on its feet, the long term and
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
picture is going to
It's
be
gonna be
more
a lot worse,
devastation
yeah.
in the places that aren't as maybe affected physically now.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important. I think it is important to go through Westmoreland. Westmoreland is huge and they have a lot, I will tell you now, there's a lot of victims of the hurricane that haven't been collected.
Yes.
There is a lot
I
of
saw
bodies
some
right
saw
now.
some interviews
Yeah.
about that as well.
There's a lot. So even for them, I think people forget the trauma that comes with what
Of
they've
course,
experienced,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's, I'm at a loss for words when I try to think of how to explain it. There's roads that don't have access. You're seeing people on TikTok linking each other, trying to pack up to go into these rural communities off of the road. You have elderly people that are not mobile. You have people that are heavily, disabled. They have accessibility issues. You have people, there's a lady I spoke to, my grandmother. She gave birth 2 days before this hurricane hit. She gave birth Saturday, hurricane hit Monday night.
Yeah.
Her husband's
how do you
stuck in
deal with that?
America. She has a 2-day-old baby and a hurricane hits. There's so much to it. So I will always say to people, please do not be quick. And I want to say this so seriously. we love that the help's coming in, but I need you to make sure it's the right places. So don't be jumping at every GoFundMe. Do not be jumping at people that are saying, here's my PayPal link, I'm going to send, Please research it heavily so that you can know it's going to where it needs to go. Support the TikTokers. The people that you do see in Jamaica, they need the gifts, they need these things. I mean, TikTok's got a terrible cut anyway, but as much as we can give to them directly, it's going to them. The government aid is there. You've got supportjamaica.gov.jm. Look into that. They've got things on there. Reposting and sharing is just as important. So I know a lot of people that reach me said, oh, I don't have the money, forgive. And I'm like, it's not about money. Sometimes it's sharing the word. Sometimes it's just raising the awareness, putting it out there. So speaking to your co-workers.
It's you as a person, because I will say I was down there on Sunday helping you.
And you saw the scale of what was going on.
Like, my back is hurting.
I've had
today,
rotors
to
try and cover. I have a team management. We're sitting up here, now. Like, it's becoming a whole system because the reality is the logistics have grown. But what grows with it is responsibility. I have to do this and get this right. Personally, for me, nothing I'm doing is going to the government in Jamaica. Simply because once that shipment, I've got a 20-foot container, guys. And once that container hits Kingston, I have no control. If it goes to the government, it just goes into the inventory. And I think it's great that it will still get to people that need it, but I also understand it's not going to necessarily get where I said I want it to go. So for me, guys, I'm making the personal journey. I've contacted and got involved with the authorities in St. Elizabeth to be able to go through the western sides. So that's what my journey looks like.
So once that container lands in 20, 30 days, she will be there to collect it.
You will see me there. I will be documenting everything for you guys to see it. I mean, I've spoken to people. The amazing thing of the internet is you get to connect with so many people. And I've been connecting. And the bad things that I've heard is like people's barrels are getting open. What they're sending is not what people are receiving. Half their things are getting taken out, things of that nature.
Well,
that's always. So I can just imagine. I can imagine, with the chaos, it's probably a bit worse. But again,
people will take advantage.
People will do that all the time.
In these circumstances,
there's a lot more opportunists out there.
100%. I think that's why I'm so big on saying to people, mind where you're sending your money, because scammer them is working. Them are work. And I don't want nobody to feel like I tried to do a good thing and you've been robbed in the process. That's not the point. That's not what you were trying to do, and I don't want that for you. Jamaica needs help, but it needs structured help. It needs help that's not gonna. I think sometimes in the chaos, everyone's rushing in, and sometimes the rush can cause more effects and problems. So I think it's important to take our time, plot. I want to get this right. So for me, it wasn't let me get this container tomorrow. It's let me get it in the right time. I'm going to pack. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. And I've broke it in stages so that things can get done properly. And I've had to learn that as I'm going along. I've been very blessed that my immediate village have stepped for me, but my village has also extended where I've got people that have reached out like, do you need a hand? Do you need volunteers? What do you need? I've got you. And it's been beautiful to be a part of. And I can't wait to get to Jamaica. I know it's going to be chaotic. It's not going to be the Jamaica that I know.
No.
But
you're helping to rebuild that Jamaica.
When I get back, I'm going to be so ecstatic when I'm able to hand those things directly in the hands of the people that need it most. I can't wait.
When I said this container's going to be packed.
Oh my God. If you see it, I'm just sitting
boxes on boxes on barrels.
Barrels,
on
boxes,
things,
boxes.
On stuff, and
you guys have been amazing. The way they've showed
it's
out.
beautiful to see. That,
I can't even word it.
Yeah.
I've cried.
I had an emotional moment yesterday because I was just like, it sounds so silly, but I'm like, there's so much stuff, and at times you're just like, you're sorting through clothes, and you're just like, it doesn't stop. But this is people's good nature that has provided this. If you get me, like, you didn't need to do this, but you saw that there was somebody out there that needed your help, and you thought this was the right thing for me to do, and it's so beautiful to see.
It's been amazing.
The community is amazing.
Yeah.
So I would say from being not from Jamaica or not from any of the islands that were directly affected, I was in Jamaica 2 weeks before the hurricane.
Right.
So knowing that I was in Jamaica, and then
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was in Jamaica 2 weeks before.
You've been outside.
You don't even know how outside he has been. I know his
That is not the topic of discussion right now. Please and thank you. I wasn't fortunate enough to be able to go and visit places. I did, however, take the little boat tour that they had to just see the coral reef, because I was at what's the name of the resort I was in? I can't remember the name of the resort right now. It was in
What
Ochi.
part of Jamaica did you
Is it Ochi?
Ochi.
Oh, you was in Ochi.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's literally Moon Palace.
Okay.
That's where I was.
Yeah.
And I was able to just hear the captain talk about the sugar mill, you know, the bauxite, all of it, you know, and the rich resources that Jamaica has,
yeah.
you know, and then obviously the coral reef and how unique those things within our Caribbean countries are, and more specifically with Jamaica, um, it it was I was upset that I couldn't seize a full opportunity to see Jamaica, another part of Jamaica, because I've been to Jamaica before, you know, and I did all of the Duns River, all that kind of stuff. But I know that for me, I want to go into the hot springs. I want to do them different things. I want to go up in the mountains. I want to do that kind of stuff.
I was there this summer, and I like being in the water. I'm a water babe. Nothing will beat for me a river day. I like the beach. Don't ever get it wrong.
Yeah,
I love
but
the beach.
river,
But the
a river
day?
line?
Oh God.
You don't understand.
I'll
So
be
you don't even know.
A
He loves
river
the river line,
line?
you know?
baby.
He loves it.
So we're saying to you is we have so much
Just
like
bring one
natural
pot.
rivers.
We catching anything and we cooking that.
Yeah, rivers for me, that was, I don't know what it is. It's like a different type of water. The
Yeah.
refreshingness of it is
Yeah,
different.
it's
And
different.
I say it all the time to people. Yes, we speak about Jamaica. We're known for party, street party, outside, but we have so much natural beauty.
Of course,
And I think that's
yeah.
what's even shocked me when I've seen some of the aftermath. We've had hurricanes, but it's still green.
Yeah.
It's brown.
Yeah.
It's like Sahara. It's dry.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
strange. We're not. It's very odd. We're not used to that, and I'm scared for our agriculture.
Yeah. But as
Because-
you said already, it's not the Jamaica. When you
Well-
go back, it's not the Jamaica that
I-
you know,
not-
but it will get back.
Well,
It will
I-
be back
it will
and
be built
better.
on
Don't ever get it
stronger.
wrong.
Do you get
It
what I
will
mean?
be better. And
One
what
thing
I
about
think
Jamaica, resilient.
Jamaicans, we're gonna cry for 1 minute, and then we're gonna fight the rest of our lives. That's one thing about us.
And then
So
you might turn up the next minute because
I said this
I have
last
seen
night.
people doing foolishness on
No,
TikTok.
the day
in
before the
big
hurricane hit, there were street parties all over Kingston. They're in the rain, and I was like, "Y'all are killing me. We're trying to fight for you here."
But I feel like that's such a Caribbean
No,
mentality.
that is.
Like,
And I was saying this last night. I went to a fundraiser and I posted, and somebody was like, "How you guys be partying?" I'm like, "If you broke your foot, we are go party. You have baby, we are go party. Somebody dead, we are go party." Because it's our vibes. It's something from our ancestors. We have always had to say, with resilience, we can't just lie down, so. You have to get up. So that part, I'm glad.
I believe in terms of, like with that, right? What people from other cultures wouldn't understand is that we're celebrating the fact that we are able to still come together.
yeah,
Definitely.
as a
we're celebrating
community.
life,
It's
we're
community.
celebrating-
And they
yeah,
don't,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they sometimes will be like, oh, that's
Yeah.
so disrespectful,
No.
or you shouldn't
Nope.
be, you know, and
No.
and that's not taken away from any other denomination, any capacity.
No.
However, we just be whatless with it.
Yeah,
Let
we,
me be
that's
honest.
it.
No, it's true.
We just be
It's
whatless.
true.
But then
You know?
saying that, the world loves us.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. This whole West Indies, not just Jamaica, very small little islands. We're a speck on the globe. But our impact is absolutely the loudest thing.
Yeah.
The way that
I mean, there's the amazing saying that we should just all say we little, but we.
Talawa,
I rest
that's
my case.
it. And that's it. We have the most. So like there's more Jamaicans that live out of Jamaica than in Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
So again, it's not shocking that all over the world because
Yeah.
we've gone out and experienced and let it be known we're here. So
And
I've
we're
been
proud of it as
I'm
well.
glad. I'm so the proudness I carry as a Jamaican. Like I'm a first generation British Jamaican. My parents are Jamaican. My grandparents are Jamaican. I carried the pride of where I come from and my family. Top of the list. It comes second to none. I don't have no identity issues. I don't question where I come from because my parents made it their business to make sure I know where I come from. And I'm
Yeah.
like that with my son. So even
Yeah.
my son's like, "Mom, you have to go to Jamaica. I know why you're going. When it fix up, I'm coming." That's it. We're going back home.
Yeah.
So I just want to say I've been very blessed. I had an idea and I've had the right village community to step behind it and just bring it up to fruition. I can say that.
So, very important question, right? Obviously, this is going to be
this is
going
not
out.
going to be an important question now.
No, it is. It is. It's going to go out, right? Are you still accepting donations?
Not at this
Okay,
current
fair.
point.
Yeah.
However, I'm not going to say never because I think the scale on which I've done it, potentially there'll be future shipments now.
Okay.
Now I understand the system and the logistics. I'm not against
Yeah.
doing it
Yeah.
again.
Because
Okay.
this
They're
is
gonna
a
need help
continuous
long term
effort.
anyway.
Yeah.
The-
yeah.
I think people
Yeah.
also underestimate the rebuild, how long that's going to take us. I'm doing a comparison here. You saw Hurricane Katrina. That was in 2005. That was
Yeah.
20 years ago. New Orleans
It's
didn't
still
reach
not
back.
quick.
So I need people to understand this is going to be a long road, but we'll get there.
And I'm glad that you shone a light on that because I do love the fact. So, like, I've heard a lot of people talk about, what they need to do now on the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. And everyone's just like, we need to capture people while the emotion's still there. And I'm like, I hear it. I do, because you're probably going to donate more while you're still upset. So I hear it, but it's not, we need to do it now and then
That's it.
it's done.
Yeah.
They're good. No, there's a lot more.
There's
and
a
it's
lot
going to
of-
be months on years of rebuilding Jamaica to get it back to
It's
where
not.
it was, if not better. So
Better.
it's a sustainable effort that needs to be put out.
Jamaica needs help ongoing. I don't know how yet. I haven't got that far in how I can do that, but I definitely would love to be a part to be able to continue doing it long term. So I'd say watch this space. Keep up with the socials, because if I do, I'll pop up and say.
And I feel like, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but Jamaica has been massively affected, but there are other islands that also need help as well. So I'm just going to put that caveat there. But Jamaica,
We've had the hype because we
needs
got
it
the
the
Cat
most
5,
right
but
now.
I really feel about Haiti.
exactly, that's what I was going to
Haiti
touch on as
hasn't
well.
recovered from Beryl and hasn't recovered from
All
any.
all
to
your-
That's why
all
I'm
your
going to touch on
Haiti-
that as well.
All your Haiti is in a totally different scale, and if we was to go into that right now,
Long episode.
it would literally, I'm going to say it's probably going to eclipse what's actually going on in
Fair.
Jamaica
Yeah,
right
100%.
now.
No, fair,
100%.
You know?
that's
But
the
I
only
think
point
in
wanted to make
general-
was that
Yeah.
there's other
You
other
know,
countries
and it's
that
not
are affected.
highlighted. It's only
Anywhere.
it's
Everywhere.
not
But
highlighted.
but anyway, let me not get
Definitely.
into my
I think
conspiracy theorist bag.
I look
But
at-
let me say,
But all your prime minister, what's his name?
The Prime Minister, Andrew Holness.
Yeah, the honorable.
Honorable Prime Minister. My mouth.
Yeah, that's all
The
right.
Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Holness,
Yeah.
Andrew Holness.
he's not got an easy job.
He hasn't. I think people have been giving the government a hard time. No, I'm
But
here.
people will always give the government a hard
Whatever
time.
that man
There's-
do,
We'll give anybody a hard time. I don't
whatever
care.
the Prime
you
Minister
know,
does.
and he just give me a hard time, and we're not even in government.
This is it. I absolutely have to say
is
to the
very
government, all government officials that are working around the clock to try and help us get some form of structure back. It's not an easy job. Give
Yeah.
them some grace.
No.
Give our honorable Prime Minister some grace, because he has a tough job.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want that job.
No, it's not, no,
There's not enough
no.
money for the stress.
No, 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 no,
And
no.
I think
No, it's not easy.
we're
at
not
all.
just talking about what he's doing in Jamaica on Jamaican ground. He's having to connect with multiple international efforts and coordinate that in Jamaica. That is hard. I've had to upscale my little logistics, and
your
I found
little
it
two-barrel
stressful. So can you imagine
container,
on
yeah.
the scale
No,
in which the
yeah.
government's doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
So
I-
right now, I know for a fact that there are people traveling from African countries, the African government. So you had Ghana, you had Nigeria. I know definitely Trinidad and Tobago sent a group of technicians over to Jamaica today.
Okay.
They literally did that today to send over to Jamaica to support in the power side of things here in the country.
Yeah.
That
back
is the
up in terms
priority
of-
right
And
now.
Like that's a
what- yeah.
massive priority for
Massive.
you
Yeah.
all, you know, because
Yeah.
when you get power, you get lights and you get water.
So like today,
So,
my family in
yeah.
Bull Savannah were like, we've got light. Yesterday they got light back. So it has been,
Yeah.
that's the priority, getting
know?
back the power, because at the moment there's generators. And as we know, not everybody have
No
generator.
generator.
Generators is
No,
hard
it's
to
not
come by.
easy,
They're
no.
also
Oh, you gotta learn how
expensive.
to use flambeau,
What?
right? You see, you don't even understand,
No, this is
boy.
it now.
What is it,
You won't
flambeau?
understand a
Sounds
flambeau.
dangerous.
It technically is,
No, just
but you just get a rum bottle or a glass bottle like
One
that,
bottle and what a
and
lighter.
you fill it with kerosene,
No, you're doing
no,
too
it's,
much.
Right.
it's rough.
and
It's
then
rough.
you take up just a normal piece of
It's called what?
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we know that one.
So
we know
so
that
literally
one.
you
Yeah,
tear,
yeah.
but we call it flambeau. So
Bucketage.
literally you tear a piece of
I am
cloth, you
so-
drop it
The
down
paper
inside
and
there.
you drop it in
can't
there and then you
stand
light up.
Caribbean people.
No, we don't. It's not paper. You gotta use cloth.
I mean,
you
I
gotta
love
use
you
you have
guys.
to use a you gotta use a cloth that can
Can't burn,
literally
can
that can
catch
burn
and
too
combust.
quickly,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Because you
And
don't want
then
it to
drop
burn
it
out too
inside there.
quickly.
You wrap it up, and then you literally just soak it
So
and you
these-
light, and it will literally just
Maybe,
burn.
maybe
so
these
literally
are
like
life
a
skills we
lantern.
need to add to like our preparations for like.
I can't lie to you. This
You
No.
start the list. Start the
Because-
list.
No,
I
I
can't lie to
already.
you.
So
if I was
I
ever
think-
caught in a hurricane,
Baby, I'm just hiding
I'm
under
done.
the bed. I'm just a
done.
girl.
I'm done
Nah,
now. I'm
man.
done.
It's
I don't
just
know
a
what to
girl.
do.
Because I am very much Caribbean, right? So I grew up in Trinidad and Tobago. I grew up there, so that understanding of it would be different to
Of course.
Do you
to
get a
you all who are
hurricane
first
training?
generation. Huh?
I know it sounds a silly question, but like, so when this all has happened, in my head I'm thinking, what do people actually do to prepare for this? So is there
Ye-
like a hurricane?
Okay,
There is
so
not
you know
really a
what to
hurricane
do?
training thing. So
No.
so usually the
just-
government
You get
will
what I'm
send
talking
out
about?
bulletins
Send out
or
bulletins of what
whatever,
you to
but
do.
that's not going to reach everybody and
Yeah,
anybody,
but once you
right?
have what do I do
So-
once I get this bulletin? I don't know
so-
the steps to take.
So the most important things is you stay away from anything with glass. You stay away
Yeah,
from
smash.
any, and if it is, where your supporting beam is in the house, you can rest under
under
there.
there.
Oh, 'cause it's
And
the
then if it
firmer
is
structure.
it's a firmer structure, so anything that hits it, it will fall apart from it,
Yep.
And that's the same thing with earthquakes and anything like those kind of natural
Natural
disasters.
disasters. Yeah.
They'll always say sometimes you take off the power in the house, right? Because the more times than not, the power could create a bigger problem for you in terms of
Fire,
getting electricity,
electric,
and stuff like
etc.
that. But if you take it off from beforehand and you preempt that, then it secures you. It doesn't secure you from the main breaker outside,
Yeah, but
right? But we know usually during, if it's a major hurricane, they would have naturally just take it off. They would have
They
taken
say
off the
to you,
grid.
put your personal documents, passports, IDs, make sure they're in plastic
Plastic
wallets,
wallets, yeah.
so that if they get wet and so on, they're not destroyed because you're gonna need your ID.
Because
if you need
your
help.
identification is
It's the
something
only
that
thing
they
you need.
stress on
Yep.
as well.
So there's things they do send
Yeah.
out and tell
To prepare
people and
you,
prepare
yeah.
people. I think there's a lot of learning curves here because again, this is something different. So they probably will be looking at
Yeah.
what can we
Yeah,
do in
and
case we
update
have
just in
anything
case,
similar
yeah.
again. I think as well, I want to touch on the people that had the chance to leave and didn't leave. Or no, should I left?
Well,
And let me say why. I don't think people understand it's not fun. This
Yeah,
isn't
no,
content.
it's
And
true.
I'm talking about the people that
Yeah.
wanted to make it to content. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about everybody because everyone had a different thing. But, we were seeing some of the videos of some of the people in the hotels. And it's like the entitlement of, oh, I never had a 5-star breakfast this morning.
I saw
The
that.
people are trying to keep you
fire
alive.
go burn them.
Thank you.
I
Fire
need people
go
to
burn
just be
them.
sensible. Like, it's a
Whoa.
hurricane. If you
Yeah,
have the
no, it was
opportunity,
ridiculous.
just for anything in the future, anywhere you
Yeah.
travel, check out the seasons you're traveling.
Yes.
This is hurricane season for
Yes.
Jamaica anyway. We
Thank
never.
you.
We,
Thank
this is
you.
hurricane
Thank
season.
you.
From like
Because-
what June,
thank
July
you.
to like October. It
People
is.
like to go to the people.
Huh? Is that when it finishes?
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. I feel like people like to holiday in the Caribbean,
Without understanding
and it's
the
beautiful.
Caribbean.
Don't get it. I get it. But they don't understand the difference between low season, hurricane season. They just say, "Oh, it's summer. I want to go." Summer is not always the best time to go because that is peak. Do you get what I mean?
I
Like,
just-
for certain islands, you
You
need
gotta-
to research when you're going because it can be peak hurricane season, and you need to check out what is potentially happening
I
because
think-
you could get caught in a Melissa.
100%. And I think you couldn't,
No?
nobody could say a month before or X amount, because I know there's people that would have paid very substantial periods of time before that wouldn't have known. I get that.
But
One thing I will
hurricane
also
season's
touch on,
all
why
year
are
round.
people traveling without insurance? Please, guys, wherever in the world you're traveling on this globe, have insurance. Because if you need to now take the L, you're not going to actually take the L. That was something that was a big thing that I'm hearing people say, but I paid all this money. And I understand if you've paid
Of course,
4 grand and you don't have the money to replace that, I get
Yeah.
that. Have the insurance. Have the insurance for your health as well, because when you're going to different countries, they have different systems, the health systems.
Yeah.
Jamaica right now, Black River Hospital gone. So if you're on that side of the island right now, you have to go to Kingston if anything serious happens. That is a big logistic move. So just in the future, guys, if you're traveling, please have insurance wherever you're going.
I would say something different as well.
So I feel like
So
you're gonna contradict.
so the preparedness of any natural disaster. In my house, I have a
In
cupboard.
the super household.
I have a cupboard that's dedicated to making sure that there's stuff in there. So
In
if
case.
anything happens, I have enough.
So I started doing this year. So like if I
So
buy
I've-
if I buy beans, if I buy a pack
Yeah.
of 6, one goes in that cupboard,
No,
the
you
5
lot
go
are
in
old.
my
I
normal.
can't lie
Yeah.
to you. I am not doing no.
I've started
I'm
doing
not, I'm
that.
not hoarding yet. I can't lie to
No,
you.
I've
it's not-
started
it's not
that.
a
But I
hoarding,
think it's
that-
just
I know, I'm joking,
preparing.
I'm
You
joking.
you need, and
You
I'm
need
saying
to
this to the
prepare
wider
yourself.
diaspora,
You need to
right?
prepare yourself. It's
That
fair. You
if
do
it
need
is
to
you
prepare
don't want to
yourself.
have that common sense and that understanding, we all live in the social media world, and we see how quickly things can turn from good
0
to
to
bad,
100,
and then we be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know, or I didn't
Yeah.
really think
Definitely
about
agree.
it.
And, you're
And
rushing
we
to the
always take
supermarket
things for
trying to pack
granted.
stuff up, yeah.
My mother,
You can-
from since I could remember, she would bang on about making sure you have extra stuff in
Having
the
like a
house.
rainy day thing.
You know, like
yeah.
I have
Little corned beef, a little
I have
junior,
a
little-
first aid
yeah.
kit.
Yeah.
I have torchlights.
Torchlight,
yeah.
You
solar
understand,
power
man?
thing.
Even
all
little
that
lamps if
stuff
you
there.
can't- yeah, they're little-
The
yeah.
only thing I need to order is a transistor radio, right? a transistor
Do
radio.
you know what? That's probably what I saw yesterday.
I think
Sorry.
I've got
You
one of
know,
those.
and
They were
and
little.
people underestimate learning and relearning that part about
But we're not
about
taught that,
preparedness.
especially our okay, I'm not. We don't live.
So I
right
think
now, I don't live in the Caribbean.
Where we don't
so-
live in the Caribbean, we definitely
different.
don't have it poured into us like
No.
what to do in those type
Yeah,
of
exactly,
circumstances
yeah. I
because we're
understand.
used to
Yeah.
the government's going to text you and
Mhm.
you've got this system and you can go there and you can have a shelter here
Yeah.
and I'm like that not always are going to save you. That is not a given.
Independent
So sometimes you have
thinking
to-
and critical thinking
Yeah.
is what the world needs more so now, and that
Mm-hmm.
is exactly the opposite of what's happening in our society.
Do you want me to be totally
openly say
honest?
it.
The general public are stupid. No, it is like let me tell you. And I'm gonna say this with kindness. I've just in this short week, I had a woman call me. Hi, are you
you've had
doing?
some- you've had
have-
some very
I
silly
heard you
requests.
doing donations. Yes, how can I help? Good afternoon. I want to send a pig. Babe,
No, honestly.
no, I'm being so dead ass.
In a live in a
Listen,
20-foot
no.
container. How is that?
Forget the
No,
container.
hold on. Stop. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
No, do you know
First
why?
and foremost, right?
This is
should-
before I
Should
said
know where this pig went.
no, hold on, pause.
Should know where the pig went.
Hold on, pause.
She does.
This is before I even spoke on the container. So this is when I had put out, I'm only
Oh, in
doing
the barrel.
barrels.
So
So
the
when
pig
she
went in
said,
the barrel?
so I asked her, where's the pig going? And
The
she
pig
said,
is the size of the barrel
no, she
anyway.
answered. I said, where the pig I come from? When I asked her, she said, my brother have a farm and him have 2 piglets. They're mischievous. I feel like they like Jamaica.
So
And
she
me
tried
just-
to banish 2
me
pigs.
say, so
and
you
send
want
it
me
to
to 2
Jamaica?
wicked pigs?
You know when you said
to
you're
Jamaica.
man, pick me back home. That's
That's,
what
she said, I said, you want to give me the bad pig? And she started laugh. I had a lady ring and ask and say,
Oh my God.
hey, can I send frozen water? Ice? She's like, oh, yes, to Jamaica? Like, no, I've had some, no.
No, you're not real. That's not real. You telling me somebody say, watch me, I have a
She's
block
not
of ice in
lying.
the fridge.
She
She's-
said,
she's-
no, I'm being
this is-
so
yeah,
deadly
deadly
serious. This is
serious.
not banter. I'm being so deadly serious. And I think this is what we were saying earlier about people panicking. They want to help, but
they
they're
don't
not
know
practical
how.
in their help.
Yeah.
So they just do and say anything. I've had that all week. A lady called me and she was like, hey, I've got a single bed I want to send down. And I was like, I have barrels. This is before the container.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have barrels. If I upgrade, maybe keep an
Yeah.
eye. What are you sending then?
A poster bed. You know, we call them bed.
What they
them-
like,
Yeah.
the like
Before
sleeping
the-
bed, the fold down thing.
No, you have the post
No,
beds
the
with
full-
like
The full poster with
bed.
it.
That's
What do you
what she
mean?
send you.
Somebody want to send that down and thing?
With the little
Not knowing
curtains
that
to go
them
in.
No,
just-
honestly, I've had it all, and like
No.
I said, I think it's panic. People want to help. I'm not questioning the
it's nice they want
intention.
to
It comes,
help,
it comes
but
It's
from,
coming from a great
genuine
place,
eh?
but I think the panic is just making them not
Yeah.
realize the madness. So I'm like, no, I can't. I'm so sorry. And it was that I've had that all week. Honestly, I have.
So right, you have
But
20-foot
let me
container.
just
You
say
can put the
public
bed
Now I'm like, I
service
can
and-
call
the
her about the
pig.
bed and the pig. The pig can sleep in the bed in the
Also,
container.
Public service announcement. If you want to send
PSA.
the pig, right, send it closer to Christmas. Definitely. That pig will be serving
That pig
its
will-
purpose,
its purpose,
very
yeah,
much so,
very
you
well.
understand? But for,
Very
for
well.
closer to Christmas, send it.
Honestly, but
You
no,
understand me?
it's been great. Like I will say another thing that I've
Contact A Shot of Soca at gmail.com.
Do not,
We
do
will
not email me.
We're going to deal with the pig.
the
Do
pig.
not email me.
And then she asked me, so if you can't take him, you can take the pig. And I was like, I
She's
don't know.
just trying to get that pig a new home.
She want that
He's
pig out.
mischievous. I
She
want
said the
him
pig is a
gone.
problem. So,
Anyway,
but like I
take
said, it's
him.
coming from a good place. Their heart is in the right place, and I love that. But it just has been. And then that takes me on to the type of things
sweet.
that I've like had to. The team's gone through. We had somebody said wedding dress.
Honestly.
I
But you
posted
know
this
what?
on my
Somebody
snap.
may want to get married.
Somebody will, probably not for the next month, but we have wedding dress. I've had
Said
things.
longevity.
And this is one thing I do want to say to you guys, and this is not just for me or what I'm doing. This is for any donations, any charity that you're giving. Please think of who you're giving it to as family, because this is a family across the water, right? Some of the things we're getting is not appropriate. I think people want to help again. They want to clear out them yard, and they're not thinking about. I'm sending this to people that are in need, but they still have to have some respect and
Yeah.
dignity.
Yes.
How I'm handling them, the
Yes.
things I'm bringing to them need to be of
Yes.
respect. I
Yeah.
cannot just say, oh, because you need it, may I go give
Yeah.
you anything or everything.
Yeah.
It can't work like
And
that.
I can't. I
So I
took my
think,
test on this podcast.
honestly,
so when I was sorting through
Annie
the
can tell you.
clothes,
worn panty and baggy.
it's not even. It's stained. It's do you get
Worn,
what I mean?
just
Like,
worn.
You just said people need help. I'm just gonna take it out of my laundry
Stains,
basket and give it to you.
Dirty
I
clothes.
feel like there needs to be, and this is me talking from my own chest, not a shot of soca, not nay, nothing. There needs to be a certain discernment to be like, people are in need. They're not charity. Think about it. If it was you, if you was in this situation, would you want someone's dirty panty and bra? Probably not. So think about those certain things, because they are in need, and nobody wants to feel like they're just accepting just whatever,
because they
if you
have
get what I
to.
mean.
And I
Because
think
they
that's
have to.
that's where my quality control has been.
You have
I've
to do
had
it.
to put in
He's
quality control.
thinking-
You're thinking.
And listen, you don't want nobody stained up holy boxes. Don't come and chat to me about
I'm not
nothing.
telling you go and spend £500 shopping and go buy
No,
everything
just-
new. I'm not saying that.
No,
Just
I-
send
Maybe
me
just
things
wash
that
the
are of
panty first.
decent.
I understand, because I'm thinking back to the disaster that they had here with Grenfell, and
Mm-hmm.
I was there sorting out clothes in this room. Waitresses just had black bags of clothes, and
Yep.
and people
Yeah.
sometimes, without recognizing, as you said, they would just throw stuff that they would not have used for a long time and just put it in a bag and give it to you. You'll see a bus up raincoat, you'll see a tear jacket,
Anything.
and think that, okay, well, and I believe that somebody will be able to still use it, because somebody can sew really
it.
well and they sew it back. You know, if it is you have
I think it's just thinking.
soap and water, you go buy
go
a
and
big
wash-
stone and you
If
wash
you
it
have,
on,
if
you
I
know?
had a T-shirt and it's in good condition and it just need a little wash, fine.
That's why I said wash
Yeah.
it
But
first.
I think, okay, even thinking of, I'm sending a barrel to Jamaica and y'all give me fur boots. Y'all give me 3/4 length trench
The
coats.
style is
No man, Jamaica, I just want to say something real quick and fast. No for now, go look well hot in the club, because the things me are saying,
Listen,
hot girl them
catered
only.
for every
Yeah.
occasion.
I
I
know.
wear
Get
party
involved.
You
clothes.
could be
I
going
know,
to
dress,
church. You
yeah.
could be in your house.
I have
clothes,
you
you
for
could
ja-
go and want to go.
Somehow
fit.
know all
You
I go
could
get
wanna
Bible.
Jamaica Carnival. There's
Yeah.
everything for every
There's a bit of
occasion.
everything. Something for
Everything.
auntie, something for
You have
uncle.
accessory. You even have eyelash and nails.
Yeah,
right
we
there.
have eyelash, nail polish, I go down. Yeah, man. We think about everything.
It's
Everything.
all been sent.
I think the things that I'm going to say that I need now probably, and this is like, I don't know if this will reach, I don't know when this goes out, but
I'm gonna soon.
okay.
So before you say now,
I was going to say,
what do you think people in like long term? So in the next, say,
3 months.
yeah.
Okay,
what
let
do
me
you
say
think
that.
people would need?
Over the next 3 months, the things that people are going to really need are, I'm going to talk about over-the-counter medication. There is going to be a lot of sickness that comes, outbreaks happen after natural disasters. So we're talking about, because of the sanitation, the water, etc. So we're talking about bottled water, water
A little
sterilization tablets. People don't know about them. They're tablets you can drop in unsafe
Yep.
water. They sterilize them and make them safe to drink and store.
There's bags that do that as well.
Yeah.
There's military bags that do that
Exactly
as well.
that. I'm thinking the tarpaulin was a big thing with shelter, where there's a lot of people that won't be able to build straight away.
You mean tarpaulin?
Tarpaulin. Me
To
keep
be
telling
fair,
you one
said
thing.
that so true. You said
So
tarpaulin.
fast, tarpaulin.
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 What did you
Listen.
say? We have 3 different
Tarpaulin.
Okay,
pronunciations.
That's
of the
something
same
that people
word.
definitely need
Some.
more of. And it sounds simple. When I spoke to my auntie today, she said, "Sis, no send no clothes. I need bed sheets, curtains, towels, those type of things, sheets."
Yeah.
So if you are going to be sending long term, and this is why I said maybe I will be doing another barrel. And if I do, I'm looking to do some in February, guys. So please follow and keep up with me. I want to send on
Where
those
can
things.
they follow? Let them
Follow
know.
me on Instagram. It's @nae. That's NAE blanco.png. I know.
It's all right. It's
We'll
gonna be
write it
right
down.
there, so.
Right here, so. My TikTok is awane. That will come up here, so. I'm always floating somewhere. I'm always in their comments or reposting.
It's
You'll find
actually
me.
true. She's a big support. It's
You'll
very
find
true.
me.
It's
So
very, very
yeah,
true.
find me there and message me if you have any questions. You're not too sure. One thing about me, I'm gonna say anything and everything on my page. So if I need certain things, I'll ask. If I've got enough of it, I'll let you know.
And
So
you'll update people.
Update
and keep
you.
it real and honest.
even
and they know
going
where
on the
stuff is
ground,
going
I'll
to.
tell you guys, I'm thinking of running another GoFundMe because there's people that were like, I want to send money, but I don't know where to send it to, and I want to make sure it's going in their hands. So when I'm on the ground, I'm thinking of possibly doing that. There might be a
Definitely,
day
and
I
you
do
can
like
just-
a
yeah.
hardware drop, and I go to the hardware store for like 2 hours and pay off people bill, or go to the pharmacy, pay off people bill. So there's things and initiatives I'm still brainstorming, guys, but this is going to be a long-term project, and I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see
I
Jamaica
would say
back
make sure
again.
and protect yourself.
Always.
Um,
Always.
And those that are doing ventures such as this, protect yourself when it is you're on the ground in those spaces, because we can't echo it enough. We are beautiful Caribbean people, but we are also to our own detriment.
I think it's been hard because I saw, like last week, people were saying, shipments were coming in and trucks were being robbed, for example.
Yeah.
People are desperate. It's a very desperate situation. So no judgment, but also we're trying to bring aid in. Let us do that.
Yeah.
Help me get it
Yeah.
in
We
rather
can
than
help you, but we
help
can
me.
also help others. So
Exactly
let us
that.
do
So I will say that, but that comes with it, and I think it's just being mindful, being aware of your surroundings, the people around, etc.
That's why I got emotional earlier. Because
say it without getting emotional. Go on.
it's gonna happen. But I say it in this way: we wait until we're in a dire position
Yep.
to show humanity and
Definitely
show
agree.
kindness and show care.
Mm-hmm.
When we as individuals have that ability
Innately,
every
anyway. Yeah.
single day, and we choose to be disruptors, we choose to be harmful, and we choose to be unkind. And I echo it in any part of the world I am. Kindness creates such a different environment, even in the most dire of circumstances. When people band together in bad times, we have to break that chain, break that part of us that when it is things good, we then don't care about anybody else. We then decide to bring down somebody else. That narrative is what we need to change, you know. And we had an episode where we was talking about Black History Month,
Yeah.
and the post that we put out, and people will like it 50 times. When if it is you see a video of Annie whining or give me the grease,
3
no, this
million
is down,
likes.
3,
3
4,000,
million
you know.
likes.
And we really need to
Yeah.
champion
Yeah.
breaking and changing that.
Agreed.
And more so with things of this nature, everybody and anybody. You see this finger here? Where it is all you like to just press wherever all you feel like pressing. Use it for positive now. Press on a positive 10 times, because I guarantee you it has used all of them to press on a negative 10 times over.
It's true. That's one thing that's allowed me, I'll tell you guys directly, that's how I was able to be visible to the people that I needed to be visible to help me get here.
Social media.
Social media was a big move. Like
It's a blessing and a curse.
100%, it can be good and bad. And
So it depends on what you're using it for.
when I started going through, you saw me, I'm like, my phone is ringing. I had to get another number to separate my personal phone from the hotline. And I'm like, I need to document, I need to video this. I don't live like that naturally. So for them influencers, big up, because I'm not doing that. But when I posted on my TikTok and I said, this is what I am and this is the progress, and you're able to show and document it, no, they can keep up with it. It just took off like wildfire. And that's how that person messaged me to then say, I'll do the shipping, because they saw the posts.
Yeah.
So even, like I say to people, it's not about money. It's not always about the funds and I have to give. Just that little moment
It's
of
about your
retweet,
attitude,
post. Yeah,
the
that's
way that
it.
you choose to just be kind and be generous in that
Yeah.
kindness, you know.
Yeah,
It
that's
goes
it.
a very
Kindness
long
is
way.
free. And my grandmother always say, if you live good with people. The reason I was able to pull together my village so quickly to do this so fast is because I live good with people.
Because you have a good heart. Yeah.
Like,
I'll
I
say
love
that straight.
how I love and I
Yeah.
give. That's me, true and true. So I will always tell people, pick that. Pick love every time. Pick generosity every time.
But you
Kindness.
pick love
every
according to your needs. Pick love according to the need. You know.
That's it. And Jamaica has been very well loved. And it
It
continues.
has.
Jamaica's given to the world, and I'm glad to see some of the world giving it back.
It has.
Because
it
we're
has,
really,
it
really,
has.
we're really big.
sure,
We
but
really is
really-
a big deal, you know. We really is a big deal.
For sure, but
Oi,
it's ready.
no.
Right, 'cause she-
Oh,
For sure,
This
but
was
it's
really
ready.
one little look.
we're gonna make it pass. We're gonna make it.
Makes me sick. She does.
Can I just say this on the podcast, like for just at home? Jamaica love Trinidad. Yeah, we love Trinidad. Yeah, we don't know what other thing online, but we love Trinidad bad. Yeah, all right. Take out the flag now.
Wait, you love soca?
Yes, we love soca. Don't make the foolishness. Listen, we love my dancehall, but we love my soca.
Listen.
Don't be confused by the internet politics. Yeah, we love Trinidad and Tobago. Let me know. Yeah.
Oh my
But yeah, no,
goodness.
it's been an amazing journey, man. Honestly,
It has.
honestly, and I cannot wait to show you the rest of what's
It
gonna
has.
come and
And
whatever
me
happens.
personally, from my heart, I'm very, very proud of you because you are my friend. And I was like, Nate, do you want to come on? Because admittedly, I don't think I've done as much as I probably should have.
No, you've
because
done a lot.
from day one, I was like, I'm going to be there. And then
Yeah.
I was there Sunday, and Sunday was not day one. But anyway.
No, but I
We
think even
excuse
just
it.
that, I think that was something for me throughout. People just touching in with me. I haven't eaten certain days. I haven't drank water like 7 hours.
Yeah.
My lips started to change color, I think day 3. And my mom was like, you're dehydrated. So having a friend that was like, yo, you eat?
Yeah.
Yo, you good?
Mm-hmm.
You have something to drink? Me drop some food and mommy for you. That has been blessings because I'm forgetting to do it because I'm so busy. Having my manager at work, my manager is a British white woman. And I sat with her, I said, this is what's going on. I need the time. She said, all right, send me the link. Like, my son's school, the same. Send us the link. And they donated. So having people just showing up in those small ways, it doesn't need to be everybody's here. It's just touching in. Message your family, message your Jamaican friends. Some of us have lost family. Some of us still haven't heard from family. I have cousins in Black River. I don't know if they're okay. I'm assuming. But I still haven't heard. We're over a week post-hurricane. So touch in with us. We need just that to know we're in your thoughts and that we're being thought about is enough. That's what's fueled me. That's why I've been able to keep going. It's not the money. It's not the big things. It's sometimes the small. People text my mom, like my mom has a few health conditions. And my mom's house, because we're not allowed to have pasta, dry foods and so on in the storage unit.
The conditions of these barrels and these storage units and these
There's
containers is a lot for me.
So when you read up on things,
I'm looking at you because like you
my
make the
mom's living room
conditions.
is just pasta, rice.
You can't have rice,
oil.
flour, all these things.
Yeah, because if
there.
you're busting the
It must be
place,
because of-
vermins and
yeah,
whatnot,
that's
that's what they
what I
said.
understand.
Yeah,
Because it can create a bigger issue.
exactly that. So
And,
I
and
get
you,
that,
and you
but when
can't.
you're trying to do a hurricane
It's a lot. So
donation,
again, the
it's a lot
logistics
to-
of moving.
No, it's because
I get it.
It has
I
to
get
come.
it,
It
I
has
get
to
it, I
come
get it.
from
Health and safety.
responsible
Yeah.
Yeah,
sources.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the way how it is, they have to do their due diligence.
100%.
I understand.
It's,
So,
it's very difficult, and that's what the
Logistically,
prime.
when
Mom,
you-
No,
when
you
you're
understand
trying to
that
put
from the
together a
for the
barrel-
prime minister to think
government
about
and the
that.
prime minister. My goodness, I couldn't believe. I mean, even today they were like putting out posts saying, "Be careful about the meat because people that carry carcass and something, and I sell off as meat." There's gonna be a few knock-on effects, but you know, God have way. So we're
The
good.
lady with the 2 pig.
We need
ready?
I will need the piglets in February.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Just let him cool off for a
So
bit.
that's even that. The livestock we have to get back out. Our soil is very rich, but that's part of the problem right now with the water. It just a seep.
So,
It just a
yeah.
sit on. So some
But
places
it will
will
come
go.
back.
It will go.
You know, it's
It
just
will.
like I said, you have to
Timing.
continue to be resilient and also just be patient. And
That is it.
A Shot of Soca family, we want to extend our thank you to you
Of course.
for your resilience
Thank you.
and being able to take on a task that not anybody would do. It's a learning curve, and any way that we can support,
100%.
I mean Annie,
I've been supporting. I
we
know
can
what you've been doing.
support, you
You've been
know,
in Jamaica.
you could just hello. We're not doing that. Right?
Sorry.
What
back
I
to
will
seriousness.
say is keep up with me because I will show it leaving
Okay,
and
cool.
going, and it's on the way.
Nice.
So when will it arrive in Jamaica?
It's between 19 to 21 days currently, and then
Okay.
once it gets to Kingston Wharf, it's about 5 to 7 days to
To
clear
clear,
customs.
Yeah. But
So
they-
give
it
or
But
take
you
a
need to
month.
ship it from
probably,
Kingston to...
it'll probably take longer because
I was gonna say
they-
it's changing, shifting all the time.
because they will want to unpack the whole thing and search through the whole
So I'm
cargo.
doing some
the amount that they're getting now
They
as
will
well is
open up
very
Yeah,
every
I'm doing some
barrel.
pre-approved kind
Yeah.
of customs at the moment. I already start my customs for Jamaica from here.
Well, I mean,
So you-
get somebody that knows somebody that
Yeah,
knows
know
the,
somebody.
the
You also have to be
honorable,
mindful.
honorable.
the honorable. You understand me?
But
And then they
Yeah,
could be
no,
fast tracked that
100%,
way.
because I think that was my other thing, making sure it can get done and I'm not too delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the government has waived the import duty fee and the GCT, which is general consumption tax fee. Those are
Right.
some taxes you pay normally. So they've waived those. Initially, it was the end of November. They realized that was ridiculous and unreasonable, and they've extended it to the 31st of December.
Okay.
Well, it should actually just.
It
leave
should have
open
run
for
till
a
it just
whole year.
run, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
an argument
It
for
was
us
But
like
they,
like
that.
but they still need to make money, you know.
We're still paying the
Yeah.
customs
Yeah.
tax we still pay, which is
Yeah.
normally the hefty one anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm working in partnership with the school in St. Elizabeth,
Which is your...
They get
SETS, which is
you
an
get
old high
subsidized.
This
school.
is your old high school.
So it
I had
goes
to put it out
under like the school trust, educational
Yeah, so it
trust
gets
tariff.
subsidized, yeah.
So that helps me out a lot. So I've had it good. If you're shipping in individual to individual, you will incur quite a bit on customs.
Can I you haven't had it good. You have made these relationships and you've reached out to the contacts and the networks. You have
Nice.
already
I want to say
cultivated
a
and-
big
yes.
thank you and a special kind of energy to Miss Zulika Jess. She is Northeast St. Elizabeth MP, and Mr. Floyd Green, he's Southwest St. Elizabeth. They've both been very pleasant. They've walked me through what's going on the ground, and they've been very pleasant and just giving me the green light and said, come and help. So big up them. Big
Yep.
up all of the CNT Massive and all of the rest of the crew. Like Westmoreland, I want come over. Trelawney, I want come over. St. James, I want come over. Clear the way for me. Let me through. Leg on my shirt. Yeah.
Look at
Clear the way, clear the way, clear the way for me. Clear the way, clear the way, clear the way
So
for
yeah, I
me.
definitely want to go through and just show everybody what's going on the ground.
Oh, nee, coming down.
It's going to look
Coming
very
through the
different to
town.
now. So a lot more would be cleared out now and things, so it'll be easier. But yeah, man, them are going down there. I will try when I get on the ground to work out what works for them, how their Amazon and system works, because maybe I can link something down there on the ground to be a consistent space. So
Okay.
give me
Just
some
keep plugged in.
time. Working on it.
cool.
I'm working on
plugged
it.
in, and we will do our best to update you. As we haven't really touched on, and I know you said we don't want to go into too much detail right now because it may draw away from the main focus, which is Jamaica, because they are the most impacted right now because it was
Cat 5
5.
for us. Yeah.
St. Lucia has been affected because
Yep.
there's been landslides and other stuff.
Yep.
Antigua was affected, I believe. Let me not lie to people because I don't like to be called a liar.
Cuba even. had
Cuba,
little bit-
absolutely.
I feel for them because they're in a bit of a political space
Cuba
for
was
them. So I feel
impacted.
bad for them.
Everybody in
Real
that,
bad. I'm
yes.
sending my love to
Yep.
them all.
Dominican
Republic.
Republic was affected.
So yeah, the West Indies in general, we just,
it was
you
across.
know,
as
it
you
was
said,
across.
It was across the board.
So
So just
sending love to
checking.
all of my islands, and that's the beautiful thing. It hasn't just been Jamaicans reaching out. It hasn't just been Jamaicans supporting me. It's been my Lucians. It's been my Trinis.
No, but we say this. We are one people.
we are one people.
Like, we
It's
may
been
have
my
our little, you
Guyanese.
know,
It's been my.
We
It's
may
been
have our little
everybody.
tiffs
Yeah.
at times, but when it
Barbados
comes
come
to
down
it,
with their
we are
head. This
one
Prime
people.
Minister, I can't remember her name off my head. Goodness,
Mhm.
but the Honourable Prime Minister of Barbados, she sent her down as well.
Mia, Miss Mia Motley.
She just has such a good
Look at the look
energy.
he's giving you. We love a Mia Motley
Oh.
on this podcast.
Oh, I love her
We
because
love
she
Mia.
just always do
We
what
just
she
love
needs
Listen,
to do.
Barbados.
she's the type
So
of
yeah, no,
woman
we've
that
had
we
a
need
lot of
empower.
love, and that's the thing. We are one people. We are,
We
and
are.
I'm glad that we're able to
The
put. I hate that
CARICOM
it take this.
community.
Yeah,
CARICOM community
exactly. Strong,
know how to band together.
Yeah.
100%. So we will get through.
Nice.
We will.
We will get through better and stronger.
We're saying thank you on behalf of the wider diaspora
Of
as well
course,
Always.
because
for your
yes.
contribution
Yeah,
to
yeah.
to what is now something that a lot more people will get to know a little bit more in depth of how it is you're speaking from the ground,
Of course,
you know, and from personal experience, and that goes a very long way
it does.
in authenticating what people will be seeing via social medias and stuff like that. So we really do appreciate you taking the time to come and join us in studio, Wilmark Studios to be precise. So thank you very
Warm
much.
every time, every
Yeah.
time.
You know, definitely shout out to our Live Love Soca family as well for making this
Yep.
possible. And my wonderful co-host, Annie, for
He was
being
definitely
here.
waiting for me to say my name.
Yeah, I was waiting for to say
He
her
was like,
name,
he's
but
I was
she
gonna
saying
didn't
say
that. I
it,
was
want
she's
just
to.
not
like,
gonna
you
say it.
always,
Yeah.
am I wonderful?
You know?
We need to get you a jingle. We need to get you a jingle.
I
got a
mean,
shot
we
to
have.
sing.
I mean, I could. It can be created, but I just don't know where we would use it. You know.
You create it at the end. As you do your
yeah.
finishing, that's your last
It's
song.
true. I can
Yeah, I
do
mean,
it.
it just depends, you know. Because,
get it,
but
we'll have-
but Anita's wanna be too ting now. She said, "Nah, I don't like my voice. I don't like it.
Wait, jingle of my voice.
It would be a jingle. You see what I'm saying? I rest my case on it. On that note,
You don't hear my voice more than enough.
like, subscribe, and share
Like,
at a shot of
You said
subscribe, and share at a shot of Soca.
Yes.
And
On all
also
platforms
on all
because we're very good at
platforms.
branding.
Check
It's
out.
universal.
That's what we
Uniform.
need. Good branding.
Yeah.
Oh, say it again.
That's what we always need. Good branding.
Say it again.
Carl, you see,
Say it again.
you see the A Shot of Soca is very clear.
See that?
And I want the rest of the West Indians to take up on this.
I need to
Don't
have it.
listen.
We are go
Yeah.
Photoshop that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But branding.
I am my branding. If you look at me, you know it's a shot of Soca. There we go.
That's how you're saved in my phone. See?
See, if you know me, I'm a shot of
On that
Soca.
note, Olia,
Thank
love
you.
and blessings.
What are you saved in her phone?
Be
as?
kind. I don't have her saved in my phone. She's on the World Wide Web.
I am.
On my phone.
I am.
Sorry, I'm joking. Thank you once again
Alright.
for watching this
Again.
episode.
Love Olia.
Yes,
Um,
take care.
And see